Hi everyone, I'm Jeanette with Returning Home Yoga, and today we're going to practice leg stretch pose. It's one of my all-time favorite postures to really open up through the backs of the legs and into the buttock region, the gluteal muscles. So you will need for today's practice either a yoga tie, a yoga strap. If you don't have one of those, that's fine. There's a couple things you can use from the home. One of them being a longer type towel. The other being a belt of some sort, or even a men's tie that they wear. So either of those will work as well. We're going to start with just a little bit of movement for the upper body before we come on to the back. So we'll take a few moments before heading into those movements just to settle onto the mat a little bit more. Really important that as we find our way to our mat, that we're able just to take a few cleansing breaths, a few abdominal breaths, just to allow whatever's been happening in your life so far today to begin to move into the background. So settling into your seat comfortably, letting your eyes close or simply focus onto a single spot in front of you. And taking a moment to really feel the connection of your sits bones down into the ground. Always knowing that if sitting cross-legged is uncomfortable, you can always have your legs straight or more in the butterfly bound angle type of position. Let's take a few moments to notice the recurrent rhythm of breath. Just acknowledging, without needing to change it or to judge it, just how the breath is in this moment. From there, we'll take 3 cleansing breaths. Cleansing breaths are the deep inhales through the nostrils, big exhales through the mouth. Inhale. And again, deep inhale. Just noticing how that second one has landed within you. And one more, deep inhale. Good. Just taking a few moments to notice how that feels. And from there, we'll breathe in and out through the nostrils. Each inhalation, the breath moving down in towards the belly. Each exhalation, the belly deflating. And a few more rounds at your own individual pace. Without rushing the process, complete the current cycle of breath. And as your body returns to its natural rhythm, simply take a few moments to notice how your inner world may have shifted and changed from just a few rounds of conscious breathing. From there, on an inhale, slide your shoulders to your ears. Exhale, rolling them back and down. And again, inhale. Exhale. Now one more, inhale. Exhale. Nice. Inhale, arms out and down. Exhaling, turning to your right. Hand landing on leg, other behind you. Inhale, anchor and lengthen through the back body. As you exhale, hugging that right shoulder blade a little bit closer to midline. Inhale, grow long. As you exhale, maybe deepening into the twist. Maybe the head looks behind you a little further. Stay with your breath. On your next inhale, arms rise. Exhale, opposite direction. Inhale, anchor and lengthen. Exhale, hugging that left shoulder blade into midline. Inhale, feel the spinal column lengthening a little further. As you exhale, deepening into the twist from the shoulder blade first. Head might turn a little further behind. On your next inhale, arms rise. Exhale, create space between shoulders and ears as the palms turn to face each other. Inhale, lengthen up through outer edges of body. As you exhale, fold to one side. A gentle inhale invites the heart center to roll subtly upwards. The exhale settles the body. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, pause once again to create space between ears and shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, other direction. Subtle inhale, heart center rises to sky. Just very small movement. Exhale, settling into the seat as length is created through the top side of body. Next inhale, arms rise. Exhale, arms behind you. Inhale, slide shoulders to ears. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down, elbows bend as the shoulder blades hug in towards spine. Hands come together, interlacing fingers. As you inhale, lift your heart skyward. As you exhale, hug the shoulder blades into midline. Stay with your breath. As you inhale, lengthen just a little further through front body. As you exhale, fold forward, encouraging the arms up towards the sky. And return attention to the breath again and again. Next, inhale, lengthen and rise. Exhale. Taking the time for the body to integrate the movement. From there, please extend your legs, giving them a roll. And we move into windshield wiper from the seated position. So placing your feet towards the edges of your mat, hands come behind. Inhale, lengthen and lift up through front body. As you exhale, legs go one direction, head goes the other. Inhale through center. Exhale, opposite directions. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more round each direction. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale through center. Exhale, opposite directions. Inhale. Coming through center. As you exhale, walk your feet about hip distance apart. Reach for your tie, your towel, your belt, whatever it is you're going to be using. We'll use a little bit of core strength to lower onto the ground. As you inhale, lengthen, grow taller. As you exhale, draw the low belly into the spine and begin to lower vertebra by vertebra with or without the help of the hands. Supporting your head as needed. Once you've lowered, bend your knees. Ensure that your spine is straight. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Draw your legs into body, wrapping arms around them. And a little side to side movement. With the hands resting on the knees, creating a circle shape. About 3 each direction, please. Noticing when your body is automatically inhaling and exhaling. Just tuning in to the breath here. When your 3 circles are completed, each direction, there's no rush. Going at your own rhythm. Encouraging the movements to become slower and more mindful. When your 3 are complete, drawing the legs into body, pausing here, feeling how the back body grounds a little more heavily into the mat, into the floor, and of course energetically into the earth. From there, please place your feet onto the ground. Reach for your tie or your towel. Place your foot, or place the tie around the foot and encourage the leg to lengthen to a degree that feels appropriate for you. Now for some people, the leg might be quite straight and extending high to the sky. For others, you might discover that your body is best suited to have the leg in this type of a shape, where it's away from the body a distance where there can be a straighter and straighter knee joint. Hanging on to the tie with both hands. Continuing to ensure that the neck is long. Staying with your breath as the breath begins to explore the sensation up through the back of the leg. Now if your low back is happy, feel free to extend your other leg onto the ground. Both feet flexed at the ankles. If your low back is a little bit unhappy here, simply rebend the leg, let the foot connect back into the ground. There's different ways that we can practice this pose. For today, we're going to be doing all 3 of the movements on the same leg before we switch to the other side. So we'll have 3 more cycles of breath here. As your 3 cycles of breath complete, take the tie into your Opposite hand, so if you have your right leg lifted, your left hand takes the tie, and of course it's opposite if you have the left. Take the tie or the towel and wrap it to the outside of the hand. Open the thumb and simply take your towel tie into the palm of the hand. So you have a nice strong grip and you can keep the wrist joint into neutral alignment. Your right arm, your other arm comes out from the shoulder in the half T position. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, take the leg over just a little so that the ankle somewhat aligns with opposite shoulder. Re-lengthen through the back of the neck. Return attention to the breath. Breathing into the sensation that's surfacing. Now you may wish to stay exactly how you are, or on your next exhale, take the leg a little further over. Find a new spot to hold in, breathing consciously into whatever's surfacing sensation-wise. And on your next exhale, explore the possibility of going deeper. Your buttocks might come up off the ground quite significantly. If they do, that's fine. See, however, if you can keep your opposite shoulder on the ground as well. So the right shoulder in this case anchoring into the ground, offering support. And of course, coming back again and again to the breath. On your next inhale, the leg rises. The exhale, pause here as the body takes the time to assimilate the new openings that have been created so far. From there, switching hands. And once again, taking whatever you're using to the outside, so the baby finger edge of the hand, wrapping around the top of the hand, opening the thumb and sliding the tie into the palm and recreating that nice strong grip. Place your other hand onto the hip joint of the opposite leg. Pressing down through that hip, inhale, lengthen through the back body. As you exhale, opening the leg away from the body a degree where you can maintain both of your buttock cheeks, anchoring into the ground. So for some, it'll be a little opening. For others, it might be quite far, quite close to the ground. And for others, you might be able to take it quite close to the ground, yet still maintaining that anchoring through the pelvis, that anchoring through the opposite buttock cheek as it maintains connection to the mat. Returning to the breath again and again. For some, you might rest your elbow onto the ground. And you might be discovering that your core muscles are actively engaged here to prevent you from toppling onto the ground. On your next inhale, the leg rises. As you exhale, pause here. Low belly draws in quite strong to the spine. Inhale. As you exhale, begin to lower the leg, extending through the heel and using the tie to guide the leg to the ground. Or you might explore the possibility of the leg lowering without the tie helping. Really pay attention to how your body responds to either of those options. Once the leg lowers, take the time to adjust the pelvis and to allow yourself to notice the difference from one leg to the other. My right one at the moment feels incredibly much longer than the other. From there, changing feet. You can either just take the foot around the loop that might be in a tie, or if you're using the towel or the belt, simply bending, placing it around, and straightening the leg upwards. Adjusting the back body for length and comfort. Taking the tie into both hands. And on an exhale, exploring the possibility of your opposite leg straightening out onto the ground. Using the inhale. Exhale, straightening the leg. And seeing if the back is happy on this side. Returning attention to the breath and the experience unfolding through the left leg. I always find it interesting how one leg might be tighter than the other, depending on which day I'm practicing this posture. From here, taking the tie into one hand. So in this instance, left leg is lifted, right hand will take the tie. And once again, it can wrap around the outer edge, the pinky finger edge of the hand, thumb opens, just for a nice strong grip. The inhale lengthens the spine. The exhale, the leg moves so that the ankle somewhat aligns with the opposite shoulder. Returning attention to the breath. And in your own time, when you're ready, using an exhale to deepen the pose, deepen the stretch, or simply, of course, to change where the sensation is felt. Anchoring through the opposite shoulder, your left shoulder here. You'll find that the right side of the body is quite anchored into the ground, and that the left side might be having difficulty maintaining its touch to the mat. From here, the exhale, the leg goes a little further when your body's ready. On the next inhale, leg rises. And as you exhale, pausing again for integration. Changing hands. Anchoring the tie right into a nice firm grip into the hand. Other anchors onto the front hip bone of the opposite leg. Inhale. Exhale, begin to open the leg away from you slowly, mindfully as your pelvis anchors and your core muscles engage to maintain the connection of buttocks strongly into the ground. Finding the position that is available to you. And on your next inhale, the leg returns upward. As you exhale, pausing and using an exhale to extend through the lifted heel as the leg lowers, with or without the help of the thigh. Oh, once the leg lowers, again, take the time if needed to adjust the body for comfort. And to allow the body to fully integrate the new openings. You might find that a sigh is required. Always, always please honor that cue from the body. From there, when you're ready, bending the knees, drawing legs into chest, wrapping arms around the legs, and pausing here simply to hold them unmoving at the moment. From there, low belly hugs into the spine, gentle movement side to side. From there, releasing feet onto the ground. Extending the legs as we take a short shavasana to integrate today's practice. Taking the time to ensure the body's comfortably positioned. Run the tongue along teeth and gums. Encouraging softness into the jaw as the eyes softly close. And encouraging more and more of the back body to soften and to let go into the support that's under it. And resting attention down into the abdomen. Taking 3 long, slow inhalations, 3 longer and slower exhalations. Deep inhale. Exhale slowly. Two more at your own rhythm. And eventually letting go of the breath. Unless you discover your mind is really busy. If your mind is quite busy, please continue to focus on the belly breathing. Knowing that eventually you will settle into relaxation as the mind becomes a little more spacious. Slowly returning attention to the feel of the body. Resting, supported. Notice the rhythm of breath. And as breath begins to deepen, bring movement into the toes and fingers, thumbs. Maybe a full body stretch is needed. And eventually draw legs into body, wrapping arms around them. Maybe a little bit of movement. Maybe on an exhale, the head reaches up towards the knees. Maybe the hands reach towards the feet. On an inhale, slowly lower if you did lift. One arm comes over the head, rolling body to that side. Pausing here. With the exhale and helping hands, bringing body back to seated. Taking a few moments to simply settle, to notice any shifts or changes within from your practice today. On an inhale, sweep the arms forward and upward. As you exhale, hands to the heart. I thank you for joining me for this practice. Until next time, namaste.